السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. السلام عليكم شيخ.
عليكم السلام ورحمة الله وبركاته.
Sheikh, it's a very...
ومغفرته. I haven't finished yet يا أخي. ومغفرته.
Okay.
Go ahead. طيب.
Sheikh, the topic today is very, very frightening.
Very.
Very frightening. Okay.
Which is?
Which is الآخرة.
Oh my God.
Yes.
Freaky.
It is very freaky, subhanAllah. And every single time I read about the ayat, it's very frightening. So I think it's
But do we have that fear the moment when we are tested?
No.
And we are attracted to something? Do we have that fear? It's needed there.
I think we're more afraid of horror movies than the ayat.
Anyway, let's go, Sheikh.
So, Sheikh, I think it's best to start off with, some of the ayat, some of the verses that you can quote to us that speaks about al-akhirah, the hereafter, basically.
أكبر. I like that ayah. وَلَقَدْ جِئْتُمُونَا فُرَادًا كَمَا خَلَقْنَاكُمْ أَوَّلَ مَرَّةٍ وَتَرَكْتُمْ مَا خَوَّلْنَاكُمْ وَرَاءَ ظُهُورِكُمْ. Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. How beautiful is that? وما نرى معكم شفعاءكم الذين زعمتم أنهم فيكم شركاء ومن أظلم ممن افترى على الله كذبا أو قال أوحي إلي ولم يوحى إليه شيء. Who's he that is more wrongdoer than one who forged a lie against Allah? Or he said, I was revealed, while he wasn't. وَمَنْ قَالَ سَأُنزِلُ مِثْلَ مَا أَنزَلَ اللَّهُ. Or one who said, I will descend the same thing that Allah descended. Those three are wrongdoers. But okay. Look at the verse now. وَلَوْ تَرَى إِذِ الظَّالِمُونَ فِي غَمَرَاتِ الْمَوْتِ وَالْمَلَائِكَةُ بَاسِطُوا أَيْدِيهِمْ أخرجوا أنفسكم اليوم تجزون عذاب الهون بما كنتم تقولون على الله غير الحق وكنتم عن آياته تستكبرون. This day, if you ever see, if you just can see the wrongdoers in the agonies of death, they're about to die, but they won't die. And the angels are extending their hands to them, saying to them, take out your souls if you can. So there's something here a system that we're accustomed to. When you die, your soul is going out, exiting. But now there's a problem. The angels are saying to them, come on, exit your souls if you can.
SubhanAllah.
This day, look, subhanAllah. Today, you will be awarded the punishment of extreme humiliation for what you used to say against Allah, other than the truth, and that you were towards His verses being arrogant. Now this is the beginning. I haven't come to the ayah I wanted to quote. وَلَقَدْ جِئْتُمُونَا فُرَادًا كَمَا خَلَقْنَاكُمْ أَوَّلَ مَرَّةٍ. You just came back to us as individuals, one by one. No one will be escorted by another one. The one who used to be having guards, his guards won't be with him. No. Each one will be individually, coming by himself, alone. وَتَرَكْتُمْ مَا خَوَّلْنَاكُمْ وَرَاءَ ظُهُورِكُمْ. And you have left whatever we bestowed upon you behind you. Your credits, your lands, your territory. No more. Finish. وَمَا نَرَى مَعَكُمْ شُفَعَاءَكُمُ الَّذِينَ زَعَمْتُمْ أَنَّهُمْ فِيكُمْ شُرَكَاءَ. And we do not see with you those intercessors, so-called intercessors for you, in whom you have taken as what?
Shuraka.
Partners. I don't mean in which, but I mean in whom.
No.
Because they used to be worshipping servants the like of them. As Allah said in another ayah, إِنَّ الَّذِينَ تَدْعُونَ مِن دُونِ اللَّهِ عِبَادٌ أَمْثَالُكُم.
Subhanallah.
Those upon whom you call, invoke, supplicate, apart from Allah, they are servants the like of you. فَدْعُوهُمْ فَلْيَسْتَجِيبُوا لَكُمْ إِن كُنتُمْ صَادِقِينَ. So call them and let them respond to you if you are truthful. Now there are many benefits here. Benefit number one, that each person will be coming alone. Benefit number two, the great, great, great punishment for what is in Allah's perspective a great, great, great sin. And that is to allegate, to assert, to claim something about Allah without knowledge in which it is not. The other benefit, you came to us alone. The fourth benefit, so-called intercessors, you claimed that they are intercessors for you. Allah did not tell you that. Then the last one, in which you have taken as partners. Where are those whom you used to be supplicating, asking? So that refutes what people, some of the people say. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala may enable the Prophet Muhammad to hear our call. Bi-idhnillah. But if Allah ever allowed a dead person to hear and to give, why Allah made that challenge? Those whom you call beside Allah, apart from Allah, they are servants the like of you. So call them.
SubhanAllah.
And let them respond to you.
That's very powerful, SubhanAllah.
It's very powerful. So this ayah is so beautiful, subhanallah. That's number one. The other ayah is من كان يريد العاجلة عجلنا له فيها ما نشاء لمن نريد ثم جعلنا له جهنم يصلاها مذموما مدحورا. What does it say? Whoever should desire the advanced one, the one we're living in. For him, we advance for him from it what we determine to whom we intend. You want life? Take life. You're happy with it? Take it. Take it for how long? There's something important here. Today I was reading in the news that it had been officially outlined or proclaimed or announced that the beginning of this earth started like this. There was a great explosion. Okay?
The Big Bang Theory.
The Big Bang. Why do you call it theory? It's in the Quran.
Yeah.
And what the Quran consists is not theory.
Yes.
They call it theory. And guess what? They're praising Einstein for guessing this and expecting it and talking about it. They're praising him. Why don't you praise the Quran? Don't you have any kind of appreciation? You slay a turkey every year. A turkey every year. You wanted to show thankfulness to Allah?
Yeah.
But with wine.
Of course.
Where's the thankfulness? With wine.
Of course.
Anyway, I'm drifting. I'm sorry for drifting. Yeah.
No, it's very interesting.
Okay. So, but the Quran mentioned it. أَوَلَمْ يَرَ الَّذِينَ كَفَرُوا أَنَّ السَّمَاوَاتِ وَالْأَرْضَ كَانَتَا رَتْقًا فَفَتَقْنَاهُمَا
Allahu Akbar.
وَجَعَلْنَا مِنَ الْمَاءِ كُلَّ شَيْءٍ حَيٍّ أَفَلَا يُؤْمِنُونَ. Don't the disbelievers see that the heavens and the earth were as one entity? Then we scattered them.
Split them apart.
And we made out of every of the water every living thing.
Right.
I was watching maybe ABC Network News or something. They said, wherever there's water, there's life. Wherever there's water, there's life. Thank you again. But you should have thanked Allah who said it before you.
Yes. Which I'm sorry, I know because when you record, sometimes you forget, but Which surah is this? The for the Big Bang Theory?
الأنبياء.
Yes. Jazakallah khair.
وإياكم.
Okay.
طيب.
Okay, for the viewers, you know, to reference.
Let's get back to the ayah.
Okay.
Whoever desires the advanced one, that means this life, we advance for him from it what we determine to whom we intend.
Mm-hmm.
Then we've made for him hell, which he will enter to burn, censored and banished. But why? If a person intends this life, yeah. The problem, Allah did not create you for. You don't have the choice to say, I want this to be my utmost goal.
Mm.
Because your Creator has rights upon you. He created you from nothing. And you are supposed not to be a naughty person thinking about what you only desire, taking your desire as your own God, neglecting the real God that created you, then taking your desire as your God. God wants me to do this? No, forget it. I want to do something else. No problem. You can do it. Because you know why you're saying that? Because God gave you the choice between choosing what is good or choosing what is bad. That's why you're saying this. But He told you also that since you have that choice of will, okay, then you're responsible for the wrong choice you take. I mean, if a government says that to you, you can't say, no, I disagree with you. So why do you have to dictate your Creator to follow you in what you desire?
Yeah, it's very stupid, man. Very stupid.
Yeah. The other thing is that this life, we've been talking about Einstein, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Einstein, let's take it mathematically, okay? We have an ayah that says, قَالَ كَمْ لَبِثْتُمْ فِي الْأَرْضِ عَدَدَ سِنِينَ. It's been said to one of them at the Day of Judgment, how long you stayed on earth? They'll be saying, قالوا لبثنا يوما أو بعض يوم فاسأل العادين. We stayed in life for a matter of a day or couples of days.
Yeah. A part of the day.
Yeah, ask those who count.
Yeah.
Ask those who count. In another ayah, ويوم تقوم الساعة يقسم المجرمون ما لبثوا غير ساعة. That's in Surah Al-Rum. When the hour occurs, the criminals will be swearing that they stayed in life for no more than an hour.
SubhanAllah.
Can't you be patient for one day? Let's say you live at the Day of Judgment, you live in the other world 1 year. And that one day, that you took a small part of that one day. And only one day. Let's say this life is one day. Why people are sticked to this life? And what did they take from that day? Let's say me as a person. What did I take from that one day? Seconds. How can people keep themselves away from that upper world? And they keep themselves confined, limitizing themselves with these couples of seconds that if you accumulate them, they become one day.
SubhanAllah.
So, قال كم لبثتم في الأرض عدد سنين? How many hours you stayed on earth? They said a day or a couple of days. Then Allah replied, saying, if you just knew it, you stayed in life for nothing but little time. So that's why we have this subject today, الاهتمام بالآخرة. Giving what?
Yeah, to take
giving importance to what? To the hereafter. To the hereafter. So, coming back to the translation of the verse, whoever intended, the advanced one, we will give him. We will advance for him. That means we're not going to delay his reward. He wants the reward. He wants the advanced reward. We will advance the reward for him. The words of Allah are really perfect. They give meaning in each letter of that word. You intend the advanced reward, we will advance for you your reward. We're not going to delay it.
So advance is haste. We will make
to
it
haste
hasty.
it, yes,
Okay.
yes. So that's why the reward of dunya, apart from the rewarding of al-akhirah, is not a reward. It's a tragedy. It's a problem.
SubhanAllah.
Nah. And the other thing is,
Yes.
or the opposite, if I'm not wrong, yeah, advancing the punishment
The punishment.
is better for those who want al-akhirah.
SubhanAllah. Yes, that is so true. But why though? One might ask. Why am I being punished here?
It is a part of Allah's mercy that Allah advances your punishment here rather than being, because the punishment there is ever worse.
SubhanAllah. So basically it's better to be punished here because that way it's like you're purifying yourself. Allah's
Exactly,
purifying
purifying.
SubhanAllah.
Okay?
Okay.
The punishment of the grave is purification. The lively punishment is a purification. That's why the real Muslim is not happy that he has an accident. He's not happy that he has sickness or etc. He's not happy that he has narrowness in provision. But he's happy at the same time. There's something in his mind keeping this data present in his mind. What is it? That's better for you in this life. Do you want to lose the year? Do you want to lose the hereafter?
Yes.
It's better for you.
SubhanAllah, SubhanAllah.
So that's great.
SubhanAllah is very interesting.
Yeah.
So that makes us patient, basically.
Yeah, exactly.
So because there's an ultimate goal in our lives, it makes it so easy to encounter, difficulties, rather than if I don't have an ultimate goal, I'll be the worst person ever. And I will always complain and everything because I don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. But we know, alhamdulillah, if we did this, then there's benefit and reward in the hereafter.
That's why the Prophet ﷺ said that there are people who had not been known with much deeds, good deeds, but they still keep patient for the narrowness and the tragedies and the tribulations they encounter until they walk on earth while there is no sin written over their shoulders.
MashaAllah, Allahu Akbar.
That's better.
Of course it is.
Put in mind as well that the Prophet said that the poor people of this nation will enter Jannah before the rich ones of this nation within 500 years.
SubhanAllah.
500 years. So the poor has nothing but to be patient and to expect to be rewarded. Now this is a test, but testing us with luxury, wealth, it's worst. You know why?
No.
Because if you're rich, like Bill Gates, for example, we do not envy Bill Gates for being, I think he's the richest person in the world.
Yeah.
We may envy him by saying, if we have this money, I would have been doing this for Islam. I would have been paying, spending, throwing my money for what makes Islam greater, stronger, and stronger. This is my... If a believer will ever be envying Bill Gates for something, it's for that purpose.
Yeah.
Because the poor person knows that the last one who gets out of hell, who will be the last one to enter Jannah, that means gates after him are, gates of Jannah are closed, gates of hell are closed. He's the last one to enter Jannah. What do you expect him to be, the richest one in Jannah?
Of course not.
The opposite, right?
Of course.
he will be given just like what the earth consists, equally, and 5 double more.
SubhanAllah.
And he will be saying, "Oh Allah, I'm happy with it. I'm happy. I'm happy." Then Allah counts for him, and one more, and one more, and one more, and one more, and one more.
Allahu Akbar.
He'll be thinking that he is the best one ever being rewarded in Jannah, while he is the least one.
SubhanAllah.
Yes. So that's why, don't let it be your utmost concern.
Yes.
Don't think about it too much.
And SubhanAllah, that can be a bad thing, by the way, because maybe Allah is not giving you all that money, because maybe if you have it, you'll be worse.
Oh, you reminded me.
Yeah.
It's good.
Yes.
Imagine you are like Bill Gates. You have properties, lands. So if you hear that maybe today is the last day, you're going to be saying, "What about my properties?"
Yes.
"Oh, no, I don't want to do. No, I don't. What's going to happen to my things? I have a lot of things."
SubhanAllah, that's so true. That is so true.
If you even have one apartment, you'll be thinking, "What's going to happen to the apartment after you?"
No.
If you think about dying next day, you'll be thinking about what happened.
Yes.
This is a human being.
Yes, SubhanAllah.
And the Prophet said,
Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam.
alayhi salatu wasalam, if the son of Adam has one valley of gold, he would have wished to be having another valley of gold. And nothing will be satisfying and filling the mouth of the son of Adam except what? The dust.
SubhanAllah.
وَيَتُوبُ اللَّهُ عَلَى مَنْ تَابَ. And Allah will approve the repentance of one who repented.
SubhanAllah.
Yes. So, therefore,
I just want to ask you something, Shaykh. Is it that because the Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu told us to write the will, you know, the wasiyah? So if you have anything, you should write your will. Is that like a practice for you, so you don't need that word your life and remind you always of death?
writing your wasiyah it varies.
Okay.
Okay? The first thing is, if there is something that is due on you to pay, to give back, that makes your will to be obligatory, to be written, and to be under your pillow.
Mm-hmm.
If there's no debt, okay, on you, but some people are debted for you, in which you did not write, which is your fault, inshallah you'll be rewarded for them.
Yes,
Okay? But if there's something on you, no, that's another thing.
SubhanAllah.
So you must be writing a will, and that will should be consisting what are the things that people, you know, that you owe people.
SubhanAllah.
Yes. You have to write your will, otherwise you are responsible. Imagine now you're debted to someone and you did not write it.
Yes.
And then you died. So what are you going to do? "Oh Allah, I forgot to write." That's your responsibility.
It's not gonna work now.
So you're supposed to be writing it.
Yes.
Yeah. But the beautiful thing here is, do they allow people to drink Nescafe?
Of course, Sheikh.
Do they?
SubhanAllah. Of course. I'm envying you right now, by the way.
Alhamdulillah. Yeah. At the early time of the Prophet ﷺ, he used to be strict against those debted people.
Right.
So when someone died and they bring his body to the Prophet ﷺ in order to perform funeral on him, and the first thing the Prophet will be asking, is he debted? If they said no, the Prophet will be praying funeral for him. But if they said yes, he is debted, then he will be saying, you pray it, you do it. So that means the prayer, the funeral prayer of the leader of the Muslims on someone is important, and it has a value.
SubhanAllah.
That's why if he's debted, then the Prophet, the Imam, it is better that the Imam, any leader of the Muslims, he doesn't perform the prayer on him. He lets someone else do it. This is indicative to the importance of people's right. As we say in Arabic, حقوق الله مبنية على المسامحة. The rights of Allah are based on forbearance, forgiveness. وحقوق العباد مبنية على المشاححة. And the rights of people are based on مشاححة يعني the matter is a matter of stinginess. They have rights. Allah may be, He may forgive, but people may not forgive.
That's true.
So, this is the early time of Islam. But after the Muslims, they went out and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala blessed them with property and wealth. Then the Prophet said the following: whoever has property or money, it's for his ears. But whoever is debted, then it's on me to pay his debt.
Subhanallah.
It's on me to pay his debt. That shows also the honesty of the Prophet, peace be with him. If he has money, it's for his family.
Yes.
But if he is debted, then it's my obligation to pay his debt.
Yes, subhanallah.
This is something great.
Yes.
And that is why the Prophet said, who is he that the money of his inheritor is more beloved than his own money? They said, "Oh Prophet, there's no one of us, but his money is more beloved to him than the money of his inheritor."
Yes.
He said, his own money is what he had advanced, and the money of his inheritor is the money which he left.
Subhanallah.
You think that this statement that the Prophet gave is from himself, from a human being? No. Wallahi, no. Wallahi, no. Even if a philosopher wanted to form it, he won't be able to do it.
Subhanallah.
This is something from Allah. وَمَا يَنطِقُ
Al-Hawa.
عَنِ الْهَوَى إِنْ هُوَ إِلَّا وَحْيٌ يُوحَى.
Subhanallah, that's very true.
Yes. So, let's look at this verse where Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, زُيِّنَ لِلنَّاسِ حُبُّ الشَّهَوَاتِ. Adorned, beautified to people, the loving of lusts. مِنَ النِّسَاء, the lust of women. وَالْبَنِينَ, having children. وَالْقَنَاطِيرِ الْمُقَنْطَرَةِ, and heaped up sums of gold and silver. وَالْخَيْلِ الْمُسَوَّمَةِ, and fine branded horses.
Which is now we can call cars and we can call them anything basically.
You may.
Yeah, boats and...
Sure.
Yeah.
وَالْأَنْعَامِ وَالْحَرْث, and the cattle and the farm.
Yeah, so the land. And
the lands.
Yeah.
ذَلِكَ مَتَاعُ الْحَيَاةِ الدُّنْيَا. This is the joy of the worldly life. And I think we mentioned before the meaning of the word dunya. Dunya. What's the meaning of dunya? Dunya means the lowest. Now if you want to translate it to English, life.
It's not.
You lost, there's indication in the word itself which had been lost the moment you translated it into English.
Subhanallah.
It would have been better to say, which gives meaning.
Yes.
Because Allah used it for a meaning. He didn't mean only to tell you that we're talking about life, we're talking about the lowest life.
Yes.
And that's why your goal, your aim should be higher than going down to this lower life.
Yes. Subhanallah. They should call it the low life basically.
Yeah. For example, Allah said, غُلِبَتِ الرُّومِ. The Romans were defeated. فِي أَدْنَى الْأَرْضِ, in the lowest land. And by the way, I was hearing also in the radio describing Tabariya Lake, that this is the lowest land in the world. Praise be to Allah. Now, if Muhammad was saying these things by his own self,
yes,
did he have any access to measure the land to see which was the lowest land in the world? Today they do, but before it was not possible at all. And the Quran mentioned that the defeat of the Romans was there at that Tabariya Lake, which is in Jordan now. So this is the lowest place in the whole world, in the entire earth. Yeah. So So in the word dunya, there is an indication for you to remember that it's the low and the higher life is waiting for you.
No.
But you have to give efforts for it.
Subhanallah.
Yes.
Subhanallah. So,
So-
Sheikh, I just wanted to ask you, because people might ask, why, or what is the benefit of remembering the hereafter? You see?
Because you're leaving this life. I know that your wife loves you, but if you die, she's not gonna keep you in the fridge.
Right.
She loves you too much. I may believe it. Yeah, there are other women that say, Alhamdulillah, that Allah took him. Okay?
Yes.
But I'm talking about the one who loves her husband.
Yes.
No matter how that love is, she's not going to keep him on the bed with his stinky corpse
No, of
and
course
saying,
not.
because I love him, I want to keep him with me.
Of course, that's never gonna.
Not even one night. That's the system.
Yes, of course.
We're all subject. We're all compliant, not only submissive to the system.
Subhanallah.
If someone doesn't agree with Allah, okay, can he satisfy himself for seconds away from the system of breathing, taking the oxygen?
Never, not even one.
If you disagree with him,
Yeah,
go ahead, refuse the oxygen that he gave you.
that's true.
Try to find for yourself something else, other system other than the system of breathing oxygen.
It's never gonna happen.
Subhanallah.
That's true.
That is why, subhanallah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, خَلَقَ الْإِنسَانَ مِن نُطْفَةٍ فَإِذَا هُوَ
خصيما مبين.
خصيما.
Subhanallah.
Allah created man from a small sperm. Then he becomes an apparent extreme enemy. Therefore, it is important to remember death. What is the benefit? Preparing ourselves to it, making preparation. There is no trouble that you take, but you have to make preparation. So we're traveling to the hereafter, so we have to make preparation. I was asking a woman before, and I was saying to her, do you have a car? She said, yes. Do you go to the station to refill, your car with petrol? I said, yes. So what if it may occur to you that, wow, you may say, I love this station. I'm going to let my life be in it.
Yes.
Would you? She said, no. Who would ever think about that?
Mm.
So that this whole life is a station. The evidence, look at those who lived before you.
Subhanallah.
None of them, even prophets, kings, none of them was ever able to break or change the system or to exclude himself from that system. So the benefit of remembering this is very beneficial. It's very important. We not only that, but we are ordered. We are not ordered. Preferred, highly recommended.
Yes.
To go and visit graves. Not to speak to them. There are people who speak to the dead.
Of course.
Oh, some women do that. They say, oh, I wish I brought you some food with me today. What would you like to eat, my son? Women, poor women, a mother.
They're emotional, yeah.
Emotional mother.
Yes.
I wouldn't blame. But I want to focus on this issue that why do we visit the grave? To speak to the dead?
SubhanAllah.
What else? But to remember the hereafter. This is a place where you're coming to by your legs, but there'll be other legs to be lifting you to your final destiny in one of the halls of that graveyard. So therefore it is very important. That's why Allah said, whoever seeks the fruits of this life, whoever seeks the fruits of the hereafter, we will increase his fruits. But whoever seeks the fruits of this life, we will give him a part of it, some of it. I want you to analyze, not only you, I want you to analyze the importance of this ayah. Whoever intends the fruit, the outcome of this worldly life, of the hereafter, we will increase his fruits. But whoever intends the fruits of this life, we will give him some of it. I want you to analyze, to compare the difference between we will increase and the other one, we will give him some. And people in this life, brother, they are ready to kill one another to achieve this sum.
Yes, that's so true.
That's a problem.
I think, you know, Sheikh, maybe because they don't know that there is something else.
Who doesn't know?
A lot of people.
They're burying their beloved ones.
No, I'm saying because they don't know that there's an ultimate reward. This is why he looks just under his feet and he doesn't look to the ultimate goal.
I don't think so, Sheikh. I think there are times that people keep thinking about. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is merciful.
No.
He gives them chances to think about these things.
No, you're right. I'm saying about death. I'm saying because they want to fight over this small little wealth.
They are short-sighted.
Yeah, exactly.
As you and me.
Exactly.
We are, alhamdulillah, we are short-sighted regarding looking at things. Alright?
Alhamdulillah.
But there are people who do not have glasses. And even if they have glasses, what do we mean by their short-sighting is that they look in consideration for what surrounds them only.
Yes.
They do not go beyond that.
Yes, that's true.
Okay? So here comes the occasions of visiting the graves or having someone who died and you go to the grave and, you know, go and witness his burial.
No.
In Islam, it is highly recommended that you do that. For what purpose? Remembering the hereafter, thinking. Because this moment, when you go and watch these things and you see thousands of people in this big, wide graveyard that all are under the ground, and they have nothing, they can do nothing. That was their end. So that will oblige you to think properly about that.
Subhanallah, Shaykh, Wallah. It's a very powerful topic, but we think we came to an end. And really, Jazakallah.
I wish that we continue, inshallah.
Definitely, there's going to be a part 2 about this because this
Okay.
I think it can be like a series.
Inshallah.
We can cover part 2 and part 3, inshallah.
The most interesting part of this ayah now is this. وَمَا لَهُ فِي الْآخِرَةِ مِن نَصِيبٍ. And he has nothing at the day of judgment of no portion. He will have no portion of reward. Because he intended everything for this life, in this life, for this life.
Mm-hmm.
No more than that. Not further to the hereafter. Not further to Allah. So what he intended for will be ending with him in this life.
SubhanAllah.
Finite life. That's it. So that's why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, he gives life to the one whom he likes and to the one whom he doesn't like. I repeat. He gives life to those whom he likes as well as those whom he doesn't like.
No.
But he does not give the reward of the hereafter except for those whom he likes.
SubhanAllah.
إن الله يعطي الدنيا لمن يحب ولمن لا يحب ولكن لا يعطي الآخرة إلا لمن يحب.
SubhanAllah.
It's very interesting.
Yes. People, can come and ask and tell you, then why did Allah give, the worldly life to these people and they are bad people?
Do you know that for one who donated sincerely for Allah while he's not a Muslim, he's kafir, but Allah will reward it for what he intended it for his sake. Will reward him here in this life.
SubhanAllah.
Someone, for example, he's not Muslim, he's a disbeliever, he doesn't pray, but he felt bad for certain poor people. And he said, oh God, I want to do that. I want to donate for your sake. This will not be forgotten for him.
Yeah.
But
So
Allah will give him.
in the dunya though.
In the dunya though.
Right.
Not in the hereafter.
Right.
Because those who come at the day of judgment while doing nothing for the sake of Allah or disobeying, not coming to Allah's religion, being disbelievers, they have no portion of reward at the day of judgment.
It's very, very interesting. Because subhanallah, you can see a lot of people, and a lot of people come to you, Muslim, they will say, I know someone, he's very good, yeah, he's very successful, he doesn't harm anyone, he doesn't do anything. So he's disobeying Allah by not worshiping Him, but at the same time he has a good life. Now we can understand why, because Allah is merciful. So
thank you. But there is one thing here. Some people say, I don't harm anyone, right?
Yeah.
But you're harming your Lord.
And can you explain what you mean, sir?
He's boasting that he's not harming anyone among creatures, among people. He doesn't even harm an animal. Okay? But he's harming the creator of all of those creatures.
Yes.
Because belonging yourself to a religion that added Allah as one of the Trinity is harmful to Allah.
Yes.
Neglecting Allah's commands and Allah's constitution and Allah's Sharia, okay, that harms Allah. It's harmful, it's an insult against Allah the Almighty.
Yes, so it's an insult against Allah.
It is.
Yes.
So while you're boasting that you're not harmful to anyone, remember that you harmed the one who created you.
Yes.
And He wanted you to join the club of success, and that is paradise.
Yes.
Allah wants everybody, okay, to join that place.
Subhanallah.
But imagine yourself, you disobeyed Allah, you turned away from His way, from His deen, from His religion. You're doing what? You are striving to perish yourself by this. The end of that, what would it be?
Yes.
A great regret. So, the Prophet saw a man fixing his house, beautifying it. As he was passing by, he saw him and he said, I don't see the matter of this life, yani, but more advanced than this, is more hastened than that.
No, subhanallah. Okay, is that hadith, Sheikh, wasn't that Zubair ibn al-Awwam, I think? When he was passing by, saw someone, قال تبني في دار ثانية.
Abdullah bin Amr.
Abdullah ibn Amr, right? Yeah. That wasn't the Prophet then.
The Prophet?
That was the Prophet. He's the one that said this. SubhanAllah. I thought it was a Sahaba.
Yeah. It is true that Allah said, Qarun. People said to him, وَابْتَغِ فِي مَا أَتَاكَ اللَّهُ الدَّارَ الْآخِرَةِ. Seek in your intention regarding what Allah gave you, seek to intend the hereafter for.
Okay, Qarun is he?
Qarun is one of the people of Musa.
Okay.
But he transgressed against them,
Okay.
as Allah said.
Okay.
All right? But they also said to him, وَلَا تَنْسَ نَصِيبَكَ مِنَ الدُّنْيَا. And do not forget your portion of this life.
Okay.
Nowadays, we need to say to the people the opposite. Please, don't forget your portion of the hereafter.
Yes, subhanallah, subhanallah. That's right, subhanallah.
We try to remember, please, get something. Get a portion of reward of the hereafter.
Subhanallah.
Why do we say all of that? Why is that important? Because, these are goods.
Yes.
This is goods that we buy and sell. Goods.
Yes.
This is goods.
Yes.
Jannah is goods.
Yes.
And it's a very valuable goods.
Yeah.
And this is the goods of Allah. So you should be so careful in order to achieve that valuable goods of Allah.
SubhanAllah. This is what Allah said in Surah Al-Baqarah, أولئك الذين اشتروا الضلالة بالهدى فما ربحت تجارتهم. So their trade is not successful.
No.
So it's a trade.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So this life is work without reckoning. That at that day, it will be reckoning without working.
SubhanAllah.
And when Umar saw the Prophet sleeping over the mat, and he saw the mat affecting his skin. He saw the marks of the mat on the skin of the Prophet. And Umar was about to cry, and he said, how come the emperor of Rome, he is lying on the silk, and you are Rasulullah, the best man on earth, lying down on the mat that affected your skin. So the Prophet said, are you in doubt of me, O Umar? Those people, they were given their goods in advance.
SubhanAllah.
Why do I have to care about life? The likeness of me, linked, compared to this worldly life, is as the example of a traveler who suddenly decided to take a small rest under the tree. Then afterwards, after seconds, he carried on his way in order to travel to his target. To his place.
Destination, right.
So the whole life of us nowadays is a matter of traveling. We are traveling. Our motherland is not here.
Yes.
No one can be happy with his so-called motherland in which he's going to be buried under it. That's not the motherland. The motherland is there. And the first thing that a person will be asked at the Day of Judgment, it will be said to him, didn't we make your body healthy? Didn't we satisfy you of the cold water? You'll be saying yes. So what have you done? That means even this cold water, you have to pay its price.
Yes.
You have to do that. You're going to be asked at the Day of Judgment.
SubhanAllah.
And it will be said to the kafir, to the mushrik, to the pagan, do you see, if you owe today the whole earth and all what it contains, wouldn't you be ransoming it in order to find a way of escape from this horrible situation of yours here in this Day of Judgment? He'll be saying, yes, O Allah, I would give it all for my salvation. So Allah will be saying to him, you were asked something much easier than that, and that you do not set up partners with me, and you worship me alone, setting no partners with me, but you determined, you desisted, you insisted but to set up partners with me. Do you think that the regret will be little? La wallah. You know, people today, they don't have what they see. In this life is this. What you see is not what you get.
No, it's not. It's not, SubhanAllah.
But at the Day of Judgment, what you get is little. What you see is little compared to what you get and what Allah is preparing for you. That is why Allah said in the Quran, for them is whatever they desire in it, but we have more.
And Jazakallah for coming, Sheikh.
No problem. You're welcome.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.